What's up, guys? Moonlapse Nightwind here. Welcome to part 3 of the full album collection redo. We're just going to go ahead and jump into it. We're doing the E's through the K's this time. Yep, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with Edguy, of course, Tobias Sammet's main band before Aphantasia came around, with Theater of Salvation, Mandrake, and Hellfire Club. Next we have Illuvati, or Ilvati, however you pronounce it, with Evocation 1, Pantheon. Or the Arcane Dominion, Evocation 2 is Pantheon. Origins, Deluxe Edition with a bonus DVD. And their most recent full-length, Atignatos. And I probably butchered that, and I'm sorry. Next up, we have Elven King with Heathen Reel, Weird, the Winter Wake, and then the Scythe. Next up, we have Emigrate with their self-titled and Silent So Long. Then we have Emperor with In the Nightside Eclipse. This is the deluxe digibook with a previously unreleased mix of this album, as well as the original album. We also have Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk and 9 Equilibrium. Next we have Ensephirum with their self-titled debut, Iron, Victory Songs, One Man Army. This is the digibook edition with bonus CD with some bonus tracks on it. And then we have Two Paths. This has a bonus DVD with the Ensephirum acoustic show that they did in Helsinki. This came in the deluxe wooden box that I have setting somewhere else. It came with a couple shot glasses, authenticity card. It was like number 1000 something out of 1500 or so. And then the CD version of that acoustic show as well as some photo cards of the band at the time. Next up, we have massive progressive black metal band. I guess you can't really refer to their old stuff as that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Enslaved with Bloodhem, Monumention, Below the Lights, Isa, Rune, Vertebrae, Axioma Ethica Odine, Retir. This is the two-disc deluxe edition, has a bonus DVD. In Times, when I bought this, it said this was a limited first press digipack, so I don't know exactly what that constitutes, but that's what it said. E, and their most recent album, Utgard. Next, we have Enthroned with the Blackened Collection. This is a 4-disc set with 5 releases on it. The first is Prophecies of Pagan Fire. The second is Towards the Skull Throne of Satan, as well as the Rege Satanis EP. Disc 3 is the Apocalypse Manifesto, and Disc 4 is Armored Bestial Hell. Next up, we have Epica. I love this band a lot. One of my first dives into symphonic metal, with the Phantom Agony. What's this one called? Consigned to Oblivion. Wow, I'm just drawing a blank on all these. The Divine Conspiracy. Raw and unedited recording, folks. That's what this is. Requiem for the Indifferent. The Quantum Enigma Deluxe Edition with a bonus CD, some acoustic tracks. The Holographic Principle, again, deluxe digipack, some bonus acoustic tracks. The Solace System EP. And their most recent album, Omega. And this isn't a deluxe edition, it just has the Omega acoustic tracks on it, which is cool. Next up, we have one of everyone's favorite rock bands, almost everyone, with Evanescence. First up, we have Origin, their first demo. Fallen, the live CD DVD set Anywhere But Home, The Open Door. The deluxe edition of their self-titled album has some bonus tracks on it, as well as a bonus DVD. Synthesis, and I have the deluxe box set of this that came with sheet music as well. And then their 2021 album, The Bitter Truth. This is from the deluxe box set of that album. It came with an art print, a journal with a foreword by Amy Lee, and then this has a bonus CD with the live stream show that they did. Next, we have Evans Blue with The Melody and Energetic Nature of Volume. This pursuit begins when the portrayal of life ends, and they're self-titled. Then we have Explosions in the Sky with How Strange Innocence. All of a Sudden I Miss Everyone, and Take Care, Take Care, Take Care. Fantastic progressive instrumental music there. Then we have I Hate God with their 2021 album, A History of Nomadic Behavior. Next up, we have, moving into the Fs, we have The Faceless with Akeldama and Autotheism. Then we have, this is Phaedra with Six Voices Inside. Then we have Fair to Midland with Fables from a Mayfly. What I Tell You Three Times Is True. Moving on, next up we have Fear Factory, one of the best industrial metal bands of all time, with Soul of a New Machine, and this also has the Fear is the Mind Killer EP. Demanufacture, the limited collector's edition of Obsolete, the limited digipack of Digimortal, Archetype, and this one has the bonus disc. There were two versions of this one with the bonus disc. One with the Australian Tour 2004 DVD, which is what I have here, and then the other one I think was the making of the album. Then we have Mechanize, the deluxe digibook of The Industrialist, Genexus, and their 2021 album Aggression Continuum. Next up, we have Fintroll, and I'm going to absolutely butcher the names of these albums. Yachtens Tid and Jordan's Depp. Again, I apologize for absolutely butchering those. Then we have Flyleaf with Memento Mori, the Remember to Live EP, and New Horizons. Next we have Forsaken with After the Fall. Then we have Frost with the asterisk, which is stupid. I read somewhere the asterisk was supposed to mean a serving suggestion, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. It's stupid. I hate it. In my computer, and whenever I mention this band, I never include the asterisk in their name. But they do make fantastic music. We have Million Town. This one is Experiments in Mass Appeal. Falling Satellites, and their 2021 album Day and Age, and this also has a bonus disc with instrumentals as well, which is pretty cool for a Frost album. Moving on to the G's, we have Garden of Shadows with Oracle Moon. Then we have Gardenian with Soul Burner. Next up, we have Genghis Tron with Board Up the House. Then we have The Gentle Storm, another Ariane Lucassen project, with The Diary. Next up, we have everyone's favorite band that sounds like a blast from the past, and that is Ghost with Opus Eponymous, the deluxe edition of Infestissimum, the If You Have Ghost EP, Meliora, the Popestar EP, and the deluxe edition of Prequel, their most recent album. Next up, we have Ghost Gore with The House of the Devil. Then we have God is an Astronaut with Ghost Tapes 10. Next up, we have Gojira with Magma and Fortitude, their 2021 album. Oop. If I can not bump my desk here. Then we have Gorgoroth with Under the Sign of Hell. Next up, we have Green Carnation, one of my favorite prog bands of all time, with Journey to the End of the Night. Light of Day, Day of Darkness, The Quiet Offspring, and their most recent album, Leaves of Yesteryear. Next up, we have Green Day with 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours, American Idiot, and then I have the A5 book version of 21st Century Breakdown. And then we have Grey Days, the band that Chester Bennington was in before Linkin Park, with their recent re-recording Amends. Next up, going to the H's, we have The Heart Machine with Disclosure. We have Him with, here's their first 4 albums, Greatest Love Songs, Volume 666. They're all in these velvet slipcases, which form a quarter of the heartogram, which is really cool. They all have bonus discs. There's Razorblade Romance. And in the case of Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, which is this one, and Love Metal, which is this one, they have their original deluxe edition bonus tracks, and they all have bonus CDs of remixes and live material, which is really cool. Then we have the box set, the single collection. This is the singles, It's All Tears, Wicked Game, When Love and Death Embrace, Join Me, Right Here in My Arms, Poison Girl, Gone with the Sin, Pretending, Enjoy and Sorrow, and then the double single, Heartache Every Moment and Close to the Flame, which all have unreleased tracks on it, are all previously unreleased tracks. And I only paid $10 for this box set, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Dark Light, and we have the special online edition. I paid $8 for this somehow. It has the little flashlight with the heartogram light. It has the certificate of authenticity that is signed by the band. This is number 9,832 of 20,000. And it swears on here that it'll never be reprinted ever again. And they've held true to that. The booklet of handwritten lyrics by Ville Valo, and then, of course, the CD. So, very happy to have that. Never going to find that anywhere else. Next up, we have him with the deluxe edition of Venus Doom. This is a 2-disc set. Disc 2 has just a couple remixes on it. They're not that great, but it's still cool to have. Then we have Screamworks, Love and Theory and Practice, chapters 1 through 13. Again, deluxe edition. This is a 2-disc set where disc 2 is the full album performed acoustically by Ville Valo. And then their last album, Tears on Tape, has a bonus DVD with it. Next up, we have the Human Abstract with Midheaven. Moving on to the Eyes, we have Eson, formerly of, or I guess still of Emperor. They're still around, but not making new music. I don't know if it's Angel or Angle, but there you are. After, and the deluxe digibook version of Arctis. Next up, we have Impetuous Ritual with Unholy Congregation of Hypocritical Ambivalence. And then we have Melodic Death Metal Masters, former Masters, I guess, In Flames with Lunar Strain. And this also has the Subterranean EP. Horacle. Clayman. Reroute to Remain. Soundtrack to Your Escape. The deluxe edition of A Sense of Purpose, the deluxe edition of Sounds of a Playground Fading, the deluxe digibook of Siren Charms, the deluxe edition of Battles, and the deluxe edition of I, the Mask. Then we have Insomnium, one of the best melodic death metal bands ever, with Since the Day It All Came Down, One for Sorrow, the deluxe edition of Shadows of the Dying Sun, Winter's Gate, and their most recent album, Heart Like a Grave. Then we have Inspell with Arcadian Tales, the Egregore, or Egregore, however you pronounce it. This is a limited edition. It even says here on the back, number 370 out of 950. And I don't know how they got 950. Usually, that's such an odd number. I wish they just would have done 1,000, but I have it. It's cool either way, I guess. Then we have Inter Arma with Sulphur English. Iron Mask with, what's this? Black as Death. Then, I skipped this one, because I completely forgot to look over here. We have Illuminium with Underdogs. This is one that my dad picked up for me while they were in Europe from a street vendor from this band. I guess they're a Latvian band, I believe, and they just sell all their stuff on the streets or at shows. So it's all right. It's not the best thing I've heard, but it's okay. It's a gift. That's what counts. I also have this one from In Flames, Live Used and Abused in Live We Trust. It's a 2 DVD set. And then moving on to the only J I have, we have Jesu with Heartache and Dethroned. This is the only time Dethroned was released, but this was the reissue of Heartache. Then moving on to the Ks. After I get all that stuff out of my way, we have Kylon Mikla with Not Eftir Not. This is an Icelandic dark wave band, and I love them. They have a new album coming out this year that I'm really excited for. Then we have one of my favorite bands of all time that I can never get enough of, and that is Catatonia. Starting with Dance of December Souls, Brave Murder Day, Discouraged Ones, Tonight's Decision, the deluxe edition of Last Fair Deal Gone Down, Viva Emptiness, the Brave Yesterdays set. This is a 2-disc set. It has the Jehovah Elohim Meth EP, as well as a couple tracks from Dance of December Souls, a couple tracks from Brave Murder Day. Then it has the War Compilation Volume 1 tracks, the For Funerals to Come EP, the Sounds of Decay EP, and the Saw You Drown EP. So a bunch of B-sides and rare collectibles like that. They also have another one coming out this year of B-sides and stuff like that that I do plan on buying. Then we have The Great Cold Distance Deluxe Edition, Live Consternation, just a CD, no DVD with that one. The Tour Edition of Night is the New Day, Dead End Kings, Dethroned and Uncrowned. It's a CD DVD set. DVD is just the 5.1 surround sound mix, and this is the acoustic version of Dead End Kings. Then we have Sanctitude live at Union Chapel. This is an acoustic tour live DVD CD set. Very, very nice, very different. And it's cool to see that take on their material. Then we have The Fall of Hearts. This is the deluxe edition digibook with the bonus DVD 5.1 surround sound again on that. And this one I ordered through Newberry Comics when it came out, and it came with a signed booklet, which is in a shadow box elsewhere in my room, which is really cool to have, but I do still have that signed booklet. Then we have their 2020 album, City Burials. This is the deluxe digipack, and I really wish the bonus track on here, Closing of the Sky, is so fantastic. I wish would have made the final album, but I have it on this, so that's good enough for me. Then we have their 2020 live album, Dead Air, live from Gröndal Studios in Sweden, where it was the live stream set that they did during the pandemic, 2 CDs and a DVD on that one. Next we have Clone with Le Grand Voyage. And wrapping up this video, we have new metal giants Korn with their self-titled debut, Life is Peachy, Follow the Leader, Issues, the deluxe edition of Untouchables, CD DVD, deluxe edition of Take a Look in the Mirror, also a CD DVD, deluxe edition of Korn 3, Remember Who You Are, again CD DVD, deluxe edition of The Path of Totality, CD DVD set. The DVD on this one, unlike the others where it's like behind the scenes stuff, this one is a live concert called The Encounter that was originally streamed on some TV channel, I can't remember. The Paradigm Shift deluxe edition CD DVD set with the Reconciliation DVD where they got Brian Welsh back in the band, which is cool. And then The Nothing, their most recent output. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.